You know, I had the most fascinating conversation with my neighbor Helen last week. She just turned 102. Yes, 102. And when I asked her secret, she laughed and said, "Oh, I just kept doing what made me happy." But here's the thing. Scientists who study centenarians like Helen have found that people who live past 100 do's share some surprising habits. And the best part? They're not complicated. In fact, you can start today. So if you've ever thought, "I want more good years ahead," this video is for you. Let's talk about 5 science-backed habits that could help you not just live longer, but thrive longer. The first habit might surprise you because it's not about food or exercise. It's about purpose. Researchers at the University of Michigan found that seniors with a strong sense of purpose live up to 7 years longer than those who feel aimless. And no, purpose doesn't mean you need to write a novel or run for mayor. It could be as simple as tending a garden, volunteering once a week, or teaching your grandkids how to bake your famous cookies. One viewer, Jim, told me he started a memory journal for his family, just jotting down stories from his youth. He said it gave him a reason to wake up excited. What's your why? Think about it. We'll come back to this later. Now, the second habit is something you've heard before, but I'll bet you're not doing it this way. It's movement, but not the kind that leaves you sore for days. Studies of blue zones, places where people live the longest, show that natural, low-intensity movement throughout the day, like walking, gardening, or even doing dishes by hand, adds up to big longevity benefits. The trick? Avoid sitting for more than 30 minutes at a time. Set a timer, and when it goes off, stroll to the mailbox or do a lap around your kitchen. My 85-year-old friend Edna dances to one old song while she cooks dinner. That's her secret. The goal isn't to train for a marathon. It's to keep your body gently engaged, like a well-oiled machine. And here's the third habit, the one most centenarians swear by, even if they don't realize it: strong social ties. Harvard's famous 85-year study found that close relationships are the biggest predictor of longevity, more than diet or even genetics. But here's the catch. It's not about having hundreds of friends. It's about having 1 or 2 people you can call at 2 a.m. if you're scared or lonely. If your circle has gotten smaller over the years, that's okay. Reach out to an old friend this week or join a club, even an online one. Shirley, a 94-year-old from our community, told me her longevity hack is calling her sister every Sunday. They've been doing it for 70 years. Now, before we dive into the last 2 habits, including the most controversial food for longevity, I'd love to hear, which of these are you already doing? Drop a comment below. And if you're enjoying this, hit like. It helps spread these tips to others who need them. Next up, we'll talk about the best foods for your 90s and beyond, and one common health food you might want to avoid. Stick around. Now, let's talk about the 4th habit, the one that might make you side-eye your dinner plate tonight. Scientists studying centenarians in Okinawa, Sardinia, and other blue zones discovered something fascinating. They all eat a plant slant diet. That means 90% plants, 10% is everything else. But here's the kicker. The longest living people in the world do eat meat, just not how you might think. They treat it like a condiment, a few small pieces in a vegetable stew, or a thin slice of prosciutto for flavor. The real stars of their diet: beans, greens, and whole grains. In fact, one study found that eating just 1 cup of beans daily could add 4 years to your life. And here's a fun fact. My friend Carlos, who's 97, swears by his 3-bean salad every lunch. He jokes that it's his fountain of youth, but the science backs him up. Beans are packed with fiber that feeds your guts good bacteria, which researchers now link to everything from stronger immunity to lower inflammation. So this week, try swapping one meat meal for beans, maybe a lentil soup or chickpea curry. Your grocery bill will thank you too. Now, let's talk about the fifth and final habit, the one that's free, but most people overlook. It's managing stress the centenarian way. Notice I didn't say eliminate stress. That's impossible. But the world's oldest people have daily rituals to process stress. In Okinawa, they practice ikigai, finding joy in small moments. In Sardinia, they laugh with friends over wine at 4 p.m. every day. Yes, really. The key isn't the method, it's the consistency. One study even found that people who simply believe stress won't harm them live longer than those who fear it. Here's an easy starter ritual: the 5-5-5 breathing method. When you feel overwhelmed, breathe in for 5 seconds, hold for 5, exhale for 5. Do this 3 times, that's it. Margaret, a 101-year-old viewer, told me she does this while waiting for her tea to steep. She calls it her daily reset button. Genius, right? Now I'd love to hear, which of these 5 habits resonates most with you? Is it the plant slant diet? Or maybe the stress ritual? Let's chat in the comments. And if you found this helpful, share it with a friend, because everyone deserves to age vibrantly. Remember, living to 100 isn't about perfection. It's about patterns. Small steps, my friends. Small steps.